Hey, T&E. Welcome back to Raven's View. I'm David Shakely Early, and today we're going to take a look at transferring data from an older iPhone to a newer iPhone. This is the iPhone 11 Pro Max. This is the iPhone 13 Pro Max. And we're going to take this data and sync it into this data without cords, without cables, without computers, and without iCloud. If for some reason you don't have iCloud up to date like me, I don't have mine up to date, so mine isn't all syncing in the cloud, but I still want my data from this phone to this phone. And we'll show you how to do it with no cables, no cords. All you need is Wi-Fi and Bluetooth turned on, and I'll show you the steps. All right, stay tuned and grab your iPhones and we'll get to it. Knock to art. Let's go. All right, everybody, here we go. Today we're going to transfer data from this iPhone to this iPhone without using the iCloud. And some of you may not have iCloud up to date, and I don't. Actually, I don't have it up to date. I ran out of storage. So there's a way to transfer data from a new phone to from your old phone. And so this is an iPhone 11 Pro Max. This is the iPhone 13 Pro Max. And we're gonna swap it out here. So first thing to do is pop it open. Take everything off. And make sure that you have this sucker powered up. Turn this on. Power that on. This is ready to go and powered up already. So we'll wait for this one to get going here. The other thing that you want to do with your old phone is to make sure that it's on Bluetooth. The Bluetooth is turned on. And I have the Bluetooth turned on and the Wi-Fi turned on. Everything else should be good to go. So as long as that's ready, we'll keep that there for the time being. And this is the first screen. So if you happen to get your iPhone and started turning it on already and you don't have this welcome screen, then you're going to have to reset it to do this feature. It's kind of built in really to the current iPhone. So all you have to do, you don't need a program, all you have to do is just turn it on. And it says hello. We're going to go to English and select your country. Quick start. Bring your current iPhone or iPad near this iPhone to sign in and set up. If your other iPhone or iPad doesn't show options for setting up this iPhone, make sure it's running iOS 11 or later and has Bluetooth turned on. You can also set up this iPhone manually. Ready to go here. So I have my other iPhone on. I'm going to unlock it, put it nearby here, and as soon as I bring it right nearby, it's just going to automatically say set up new iPhone. Let's see if you can see it here on the screen. It says set up new iPhone, and use your account to set up your new iPhone. Alright, so I'm going to take this and hit continue. And it's connecting. It says hold your phone up to the camera. So in this, there is a picture that you have to bring your old phone over and take a picture with this one. So you're basically just going to hold this over and bango, snap a shot. And it just automatically does it. You don't have to snap a shot or not. This is saying to enter the passcode, so I'm going to enter the passcode. Alright, entered the passcode, and now it is setting up the iPhone. And it's saying here, finish on the new iPhone for my old iPhone here, my iPhone 11. Keep this iPhone near your new iPhone while your information is transferred. And so we'll set the old one down here. The new one says it may take a few minutes to activate your iPhone, and so I have on set up on Wi-Fi right now. It's asking right now to set up the iPhone can recognize unique three-dimensional feature of your face to unlock automatically. Use Apple Pay and make purchases. So we're gonna do the Face ID. and hit continue. Okay, now hold the position to your face of the camera frame and then move your head in a circle to show all angles of your face. I'm going to do that real quick right now. Alright, just did the Face ID. It just scanned my face twice just to get that in the system there. And now it says transfer data from David's iPhone. If you are moving from David's iPhone, you can transfer all its data and settings directly to this phone. Keep your other iPhone nearby and connected to power until the transfer is completed. Estimated transfer time is about 1 hour. So that's what it says on here. And just before I started, I did a speed test. And let's see, the speed test is, download was 26.95 megabytes per second. And the upload is 32.31 megabytes per second. So that just gives you an idea how fast the Wi-Fi is. We'll hit continue. And setting up Apple ID. So we'll just give it a little bit of time here and see what happens. Okay, terms and conditions. Do the terms and conditions, agree. Setting up your Apple ID. So we'll just hang out and wait here, and it just depends on how much data, how much space, how many apps, how much stuff you're transferring over, photos and videos and things like that. And also depends on how fast your Wi-Fi is. All right, let's see. Make this your new iPhone. Here's everything set up as you had it on your other iPhone. And let's see. So it's going to app and data transfer directly from the iPhone. Settings and connections. So I have my Apple Watch connected as well, so it's going to take those over as well. So let's take a closer look here. Settings, if you want to switch that, you can see what the settings are. And the connections. So I'm going to say yes, that looks good to me. We're going to continue. Next, it's asking for to add the previous cards on my wallet. So I'm going to say yes, continue, because I want to keep those on my new phone. So we'll continue with that. And adding cards. Let it go, let it go, let it go. So let's see, I'm also going to set a timer. Okay, cards are added. So your card will be added to your wallet and Safari autofill. It is ready to use and will be automatically selected when you use Apple Pay. All right, let's hit continue. Okay, so it just asked me to add in my wallet information for my Apple Pay or my credit card information and stuff. So I added that, and the next screen here is improve Siri and dictation. If you want to improve Siri and dictation by allowing Apple to store your audio interactions with Siri dictation and translate on this iPhone and any other connected Apple Watch, Apple TV, yada yada yada. So if you'd like to have that and share or not, you can decide on that. I'm gonna just go ahead and click share, and now it is transferring the data. So it is transferring the data, and let's see if you can see the phones here. It is transferring data from the old phone now to the new phone. It says time remaining, and it's estimating the time right now. It says keep your other iPhone nearby and connected to power until the transfer is complete. And the other one says keep your iPhone nearby and connected to power until transfer is complete. So it's basically just mirroring here. It looks like 26 minutes now. So it started off with estimated to about an hour, and now it's down to 28 minutes. So we'll keep it here. This is a way to transfer without using your computer, without using a cord, and without really using the iCloud as well. So if you don't have your phone and all your information in iCloud, this is another way to do it. It's all built in, so all you have to do is just start it up and it just asks you and goes through the prompts. Right now, I didn't do anything with the SIM cards, so the SIM cards are still in my old phone. I have a new SIM card actually in this new one that came with it. And so once the transfer is complete, we'll check and see which one is working and see if we need to switch out the SIM cards. And then I'll also check to see and make sure that the data, the photos, and everything else that I have from my old phone switched over successfully to my new phone. So we'll just hang out here for, looks like another, well, it says 30 minutes now. And then after 30 minutes, we'll come back and take a look and give an update. Okay, so it has been 29 minutes and 30 seconds, 29 minutes here, and now it says transfer complete on my old phone. This is the iPhone 11 Pro Max, and it says before you trade in, give away, or sell this iPhone, you should completely erase it by going to settings and choosing erase all content and settings, and that's what I'm going to do here to make, after I make sure that everything is transferred over correctly here and safely. So put that down. You can see this, the new one. This is the iPhone 13 Pro Max is rebooted and starting up here. This is the new blue color, and as it's kind of waiting to reboot here, you can see that it's about the same size. The new 13 is slightly taller than the 11, and the cameras are bigger. Looks like just kind of takes up bigger, a little more space here. It's also a little, just width-wise, a little bit thicker as well. I'll have a kind of a breakdown on this in another video. And let's see, transfer complete, and here we go. Let's see, passcode notification, and it just recognized my face, so I didn't have to put in my password for that. And it says use this iPhone when sharing your location. My Google, as I just set this up here, it says pair watch with new iPhone on my watch is just popped up just as my new one came up. It said, do you want to use this Apple Watch with David's iPhone? So I'm going to hit OK. On my watch, it looks like it is, I guess, rebooting and resetting here. So if you happen to have an iWatch or an Apple Watch, looks like it just kind of automatically syncs everything over as well. So that looks like it's in the works. This is the new phone, and it says transfer complete on the other one. As you could see, it brought over everything, including the wallpaper. It has the order of all the apps and the folders and everything like that. So it is currently, you might be able to see here, it is downloading all of the apps from, you know, Wi-Fi. So the apps itself will take a little while to download and kind of get going here. And then let's see if, I'm just going to check and see if it remembered the password for Facebook. So for my Gmail, it wants me to sign in, so I'll do that later here. So some of your apps you may need to sign in. Yahoo, looks like it's remembering Yahoo, so Yahoo is okay. So I just went into the messages and double checked to see, and the messages that are my text messages are switched over to my new phone, so I don't have to worry about, like, you know, bringing all that stuff over. It's automatically synced over as well with that. So on the new phone, I just went to check my recent calls are in, and it has a list of all the recent calls. However, when I go to the voicemail, the voicemail is blank. Okay, so the voice message are not synced up at the moment with my new phone, and it may sync over after I switch my SIM card over. Right now on the iPhone 13 Max, Pro Max, I can't make a phone call because the SIM card is not brought over from my new phone. So we'll do that in just a minute here, and then we'll see what happens as far as the messages and making phone calls. So right now I cannot make a phone call from my new iPhone 13 that I just synced and brought over because it's not, the phone number is still in my old phone. So we have to swap out the SIMs. So to do that, we'll power everything off. I'm going to wait a minute though until the apps on my new phone just totally finish downloading. There's a few that are grayed out still, so I'll wait for those to kind of get back into sync here. We'll wait a minute or so, a couple minutes, and we'll go to the next step. And in the meantime, I'm going to check and see if my photos are synced over. So I'm just checking out my photos to see if it brought all my photos over from my old phone to my new phone. And as I mentioned earlier, my iCloud storage is full. And so that's what you can kind of see here on my old phone as I started that up. And I know that it's full. It says to upgrade the storage or just close. So I'm going to close it out here, and you can see that the last photo that I took is on here, and all the other photos are synced up. So looks like all the photos are there, and the videos and everything else. So yeah, looks like that's good to go. The photos, I'm gonna check and see here. It says yep, 3,524 photos, 417 videos, and it says the same thing, 3,424 photos, 417 videos. So that is all synced up with that. The other thing I'm going to check to make sure that it's synced up is the files. So we'll check the files to see what we have here. Looks like some of my recent files are over, but it's missing a couple of them. So I'll just kind of take that into account and upload the other files that I'm missing on this one here. So when putting up my Google Calendar, it says to sign into Google account. So you'll just have to sign into some of your apps in order to get that going. And some of them will remember. So overall, it was a success. I transferred all the data from my old iPhone over to my new iPhone without any wires, without a computer, without using iCloud or anything else like that. It just transferred over. You just have to have Wi-Fi, you have to have Bluetooth turned on, and just follow the steps. Basically, it's easy as that. The last thing to do is take the SIM card out of the old phone and put it into the new phone so that this one can start to call and you know, use it as an actual phone. Otherwise, right now it's working as just like an iPod, basically. So in order to do that, we're gonna shut the phone off. To shut the phone off, I used to be able to just hold the button down and hold this side button on the iPhone, and we'll shut the phone off. But I've noticed that doesn't work anymore. So if you're trying to shut your phone off by just holding that side button in, at least for me, it's not working. So I've tried it a few times here. So the way to turn your phone off is to go to settings and then go to general, and then all the way down to shut down, and then hit shut down, and then slide that power button over. And so we're going to shut that down there for a minute, and then once that's shut down, we need the paper clip is going to go on the side of where the SIM card is here. Your phone might be on the bottom, you might be on the side, left, right, or the left or the right of it, depending on your iPhone, and just goes right in that little hole right in there. And you got to give it a little bit of a oomph there to really get it in sometimes, and just push in so that that SIM card pops out. There we go. So it just kind of pops out like that, and then you just pull this out, and then inside is the SIM card that you will transfer over. So I'm going to take this and set it aside. We're going to do the same thing with the new phone. Once it's off, see on this one, the card is on the other side. So I'm going to go over here and take out the paper clip, pop that out, slide this over, take this SIM card out, and put this one in. And it only fits in one way. There's only one way to put it in there because there's a little notch that it slides into. And we're going to take this, put this back in. Alright, we got that there. Now we're going to power this back up. Hold the side button for a few seconds, and then you'll see the apple. And as soon as the apple gets going, that should power up, and then now take the phone number from your old phone to your new phone and then set everything up. Alright, power's on. Give it a second here to look for the signal up in the top here, and it looks like it found the signal. Okay, so I just checked when I switched over my SIM card, and when you switch that over and you click the phone under recents, it pulls your recent voicemails over now. So earlier I looked at it and it was empty. Now the SIM card is over and my voicemails from my old phone are switched over. And so I just made a phone call just to double check, and now this new phone is set up and ready to go with all the data from the old phone over. The number is transferred over now. Everything is set to go. So you should be good to go with that. If you have any questions or any thoughts, comments, put them in the questions, comments down below. Subscribe for more content, and give a thumbs up. Pass this on to anybody that you think you might like it. And then I also am going to do a comparison of the iPhone 11 Pro Max and the 13 Pro Max. So keep an eye out for that if you want to see what they look like side by side. I'll kind of go through a few different things and explain that. All right, Gunash to Ye Kwasatin. We will see you soon. Gunash